Hello, Zai, your friendly neighborhood sexy librarian. You know, it did hit me probably 5 minutes ago that if I were to go back to school and get my degree in library sciences while pursuing my dream of becoming a pole instructor, I could actively force everyone to call me a sexy librarian. Thoughts? I am coming to you once again with the tiny mic, in harsh lighting, in a handheld camera, because it's posting day tomorrow, and I have nothing planned. There's a trend going around YouTube right now where people are doing tattoo tours, and I am tatted, so I thought I would give you a tour of my tattoos. I did, however, realize that said tour would be a one-stop shop, as I have one tattoo. It's fine. So I thought that we would start with the one I do have, and then go from there into the tattoos that I want to have. So this is a future. This is almost like it's a future tattoo tour. It's a tattoo TBR. I'm a genius. Anyway, that's the name of this video. Okay, cool. All right. Glad we had that talk. Let's go to the mirror. My first tattoo. My current and only real tattoo. I'm gonna flash everyone. It's fine. On my chest. Don't look at my nipple. I have the upside down triangle because I am a stereotypical queer, but I didn't want to be fully stereotypical, so I put the bi flag behind it because I am bi. If you don't know the history behind the upside down triangle, it's basically in the Holocaust, homosexuals or identified men who love men were forced to wear an upside-down triangle to identify themselves in the concentration camps because the Nazis were awful. But I wanted to reclaim it, so I have an upside-down triangle tattoo, and then I have the bi flag behind it in watercolors because I like it. And then I also have a little sprig of lavender coming out of the triangle because in the 80s, gay men were, and bi men were referred to as lavender boys, as, I think it was originally meant to be derogatory, but I know that people are reclaiming it, so I have that. Now let's move to ones that I want. This is going to be such a short video. Oh my god. So, a tattoo that I've always wanted, but I haven't gotten yet, that was my Wonder Woman picture behind me, one of many. Tattoo that I've always wanted, but I haven't gotten yet. Christmas card behind me is, so my grandmothers, my Italian grandmother and my other grandmother have always been very, very special to me. And I love them both dearly. And I have always believed that those two women were very, very influential in shaping me as a human being. And they both died they died very close to each other, but I've always wanted to get a tattoo for them, basically. So my dad's mom, when I was like young, up until like just forever, I always called her Grandma Honey because when I was a little baby, she called me Honey. I used to call her Honey back, and it just worked, and she was just always Grandma Honey. And then my mother's mom, Grandma Becky, she had a thing for her house smelling beautiful, and her house always smelled like Granny Smith apples, and she had little plastic and ceramic Granny Smith apples everywhere, and her kitchen was apple themed, and it's just like apples were everywhere in that house. So I want to, either on my ribs or my hip, or perhaps dripping from my hip to my thigh, I want a honey wand dripping honey onto an apple. And I guess really I'd be the only person that like really understands what that is, besides you guys now. But I want that, and I've wanted that ever. That was the first tattoo idea I came up with. I just did this chest piece first because I wanted it, and I figured that the chest is less painful than the hips or the ribs, so I figured I would get that one done first. Next, I want a Raven Cycle tattoo because I am obsessed. I can't decide if I want the bumblebee, if you've read the books, you know, or if I want, there's also this really cool tarot art that I found on Instagram that I want, that like, it's like Adam and Ronan themed, and that's one that I want. And then there's another watercolor piece that I really want, either on my lower back or on my thigh or on one of my forearms, that is like a stack of books and a teacup, and then behind it are like these cool watercolors coming out of the books. I just really like that because books are an important part of my life. And then I'm toying with also getting a tattoo of a pole dancer somewhere on my body, just because I am a pole dancer and I appreciate that. That is my tattoo TBR. So we'll see what I get done. As is the usual with any TBR I talk about on this channel, I might not stick to it. I probably won't. I'll probably come up with other ideas. I'll get a few of them for sure, but there might be better ideas out there. That might be what comes along. So yeah. But thanks for sticking around and helping out and staying with this channel, even though the month of March and February, the months of February and the beginning of March have been insanely busy. I really appreciate that you guys continue to subscribe and watch me and hang out, because you guys mean a lot to me. So thank you. Thanks for sticking around and helping out. And this has been the By Book Boy, and I am saying